Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and today we're going to talk about The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. But first, before I get into my review on this amazing book, I wanted to give just a couple quick reminders. So first, a reminder, tomorrow, April 1st, is the last day to submit questions for our 200 subscriber Q&A celebration. The link will be in the description below, so get your questions in before the end of the day tomorrow. And I can't wait to see all your questions and answer those. Hopefully next week a video will be out. Last quick reminder is that we're going to be having a live show with Gush at Books with V on April 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern. There will be links in both of our Discords, which I will link below. For this show, we'll be talking about The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. So I'm going to try to make this review as quick and concise as I can, and there will be more on this in that live show, but I just loved this book so much. I don't know that I'll be able to make it as concise as I want it to be, but we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Holy cow, what an amazing book this was. 5 out of 5 stars for me. The favorite book I read in March, which is a lot to say because I really enjoyed Jade City by Fonda Lee, but this beats it for favorite book. For a summary, honestly, my words I don't feel like could do justice to this book and comprehend Morgenstern's writing and the beauty of it. So really, I'm just going to read the back of the book off, and bear with me for a minute. I'll put all the text on the cover so you can see it as I'm reading it, but I don't know that I can summarize it well enough to be able to capture all that's in The Starless Sea. So this is what the back of the book says. Far beneath the surface of the earth, upon the shores of the Starless Sea, there is a labyrinth collection of tunnels and rooms filled with stories. The entryways that led to this sanctuary are often hidden, but those who seek will find. Their doors have been waiting for them. Zachary Ezra Rollins is searching for his door, though he does not know it. When he discovers a mysterious book in the stacks of his campus library, he begins to read and is entranced. Suddenly, a turn of the page brings Zachary to a story from his own childhood. A bee, a key, and a sword blazoned on the book lead Zachary to two people who will change the course of his life. Mirabelle, a fierce pink-haired painter, and Dorian, a handsome, barefoot man with shifting alliances. Amid twisting tunnels filled with books, gilded ballrooms, and wine-dark shores, Zachary falls into an intoxicating world soaked in romance and mystery. But a battle is raging over the fate of this place, and though there are those who would willingly sacrifice everything to protect it, there are just as many intent on its destruction. As Zachary, Mirabelle, and Dorian venture deeper into the space and its histories and myths, searching for answers in one another, a timeless story unspools, casting a spell of pirates, painters, lovers, liars, and ships that sail upon a starless sea. And that's just so beautiful, and that's just a glimpse of the beautiful writing that you get in The Starless Sea. So like I said, I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I loved the atmosphere of this book. I guess maybe I'm becoming a fan of atmospheric books. I didn't even know that atmospheric books were a thing really until I joined BookTube, but I see how they are. To me, it was just part of the writing. I think I just always got swept away in the writing of books, that I felt the atmosphere even when it wasn't prevalent in a book. But in The Starless Sea, the atmosphere is definitely prevalent, and the writing is just so poetic and beautiful. I have several quotes that I'll get to in just a minute, but this book kept my interest throughout the whole thing, and once I got to like 200 pages from the end, my attention shifted to just this book. This is all I read until I finished it, and I already can't wait to reread it. And then I won't go into spoilers because we'll have those in our live show, but the way that everything just came together in the end was just perfect, and that's all I'll say about that. I will skip my spoiler talk here. If you want to see spoilers, go watch our live show on April 9th with Gush at Books with V. But now let's give some of my favorite quotes. I've got a lot because, like I said, this writing was just so good. And this is what I'll call as the spoiler talk. I don't think they give away too much, but let's just say spoilers here because they're quotes from the book. So, without further ado, some of my favorite quotes. It is a sanctuary for storytellers and story keepers and story lovers. A reading major, that's what he wants. No response papers, no exams, no analysis, just the reading. Isn't that what we all wish for? This is where we leave them. A girl and her pirate, a pirate and his savior, in a kiss in the darkness before a door opens. He was not prepared for jewelry-based accusations in the underground cathedrals currently closed for business or renovations. It is not the way of cats to interfere with fate. Zachary wonders how you can miss someone's smile when you've only seen it once before. It tastes older than stories. It tastes like myth. If all endings are beginnings, are all beginnings also endings? We are all stardust and stories. Soon the dragon will come to eat the world. It feels like a hug, if a hug were a place. This person is a place Zachary could lose himself in and never wish to be found. And the last one, and no story ever truly ends as long as it is told. And I think this is the perfect place to end this review here. Like I said, 5 out of 5 stars. I already can't wait to reread this book, and I'm telling everyone that they have to read it. It's so beautiful and so amazing, and I feel like everyone needs to have the experience of reading this book at least once and just experiencing all of those stories that take place and just the idea of stories. I loved it so much. I imagine myself reading it several times over the coming years and learning something new every time, which is a mark of a great book. So 5 out of 5 stars for The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I absolutely love this book so much. My favorite book I read in March. Reminder, we've got a live show with Gush at Books with V on April 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Look for links in our Discords and get your questions in for our 200 subscriber Q&A. Deadline is tomorrow, April 1st. The link is going to be in the description. I can't wait to see them all. Let me know what you thought of The Starless Sea. Did you like it or not? I know it's a decisive book and some people loved it and some people didn't like it at all. So let me know in the comments what you thought. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.